Shalom, this is Levi Shore. Welcome back to Swing Torah. So we're going to do an amazing Parsha today, Parshat Chayei Sarah, and we're going to learn how the whole purpose of the world, the whole creation of the world was all for chesed, for kindness. So Hashem begins to teach us this lesson by starting the Torah with chesed, with kindness, and ending it with chesed. So we see that after Adam and Chava, after Adam and Eve, they make the mistake, the avera of eating from the eitz das tov v'ra, eating the fruit from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Hashem forgives them, and in an act of chesed, an act of kindness, He makes clothes for them. And then at the end of the Torah, we see that Hashem personally, He buries Moshe. And the mitzvah of Levias HaMeis, escorting, someone has passed away, someone that's nifter, and burying them, and doing all this is the ultimate act of chesed, of kindness, because we're not expecting anything back in return. It's one of the purest acts of kindness where we do it because we love the person, and we're not really expecting the person to do anything for us. So we see Rabbi Kiva, he teaches us the klal gadol, the great general rule of the whole Torah is v'achavta l're'echa kamocha, to love your friend like yourself. And the whole purpose of learning all the Torah and doing all the mitzvos is to make us kinder people. It's to make us compassionate people, to care about other people, to make us more like Hashem. And Hashem is the ultimate giver. Hashem only gives. He's this infinite being that only gives. And we want to become people that are not just taking, but are people that are really giving to others and looking to do kindness for others. And that quality is the quality that the Torah is trying to instill in people. And that quality eventually, this quality of chesed, is eventually the quality that will make the world into this messianic age, that will create this world where people will choose good over evil. And we begin this powerful battle against evil just by being kind and nice to other people. So when Avraham was looking for a daughter for his son Yitzhak, for Isaac, he sent his servant Eliezer, and he wanted this, and Eliezer searched for this quality of kindness, and he knew that woman, that young woman that had those qualities of chesed, would help Yitzhak, would help him who represent Gavor, of strength, of self-control. That has to be tempered with chesed. It has to be tempered with kindness. And that act of that person who is filled with kindness will be the one to carry on the Jewish people. So it's interesting. So we see in the pasuk that Eliezer says, "See, I stand here by the spring of water, and the daughters of the men of the city come out to draw the water." So we see two interesting things in the Meforshim here. So the Chiz Kuni, he tells us that why did he stand by the spring of water? So the explanation is away from the home atmosphere. He had a better perspective to judge the midos, the character of the prospective kala, the prospective bride. For here the girl will act freely in accordance with her own innate character, her own midos. What a girl does at home may not necessarily reflect her own nature because she might be under the constraint of her relatives' orders or expectations. So that was the Chiz Kuni. Now the Malbim says something even more fascinating. He says, standing here by the spring of water will be a further test of her midos. When I ask her for a drink, it would be easy for someone of a less than generous character to say, you are right by the spring. Why don't you simply take the water yourself? The Malbim. So it's really fascinating. So here, this young girl, Rivkah, she's coming down to the spring of water, and she's getting water for her family. And she sees a total stranger, someone she's never seen before. And the servant asked her. So the servant ran toward her and said, "Let me sip, if you please, a little water from your jug." She said, "Drink, my lord." And quickly she lowered her jug to her hand and gave him drink. When she finished giving him drink, she said, "I will draw water even for your camels until they have finished drinking." So she hurried and emptied her jug into the trough and kept running to the well to draw water, and she drew for all his camels. The man was astonished at her, reflecting silently to learn whether Hashem had made his journey successful or not. And it was. When the camels had finished drinking, the man took a golden nose ring. Its weight was a beka, and 2 bracelets on her arms. 10 gold shekels was their weight. And he said, "Whose daughter are you? Pray tell me. Is there room in your father's house for us to spend the night?" So she said to him, "I am the daughter of Besuel, the son of Milcah, whom she bore to Nachor." So what's further amazing here is that Rivkah didn't grow up in a house of tzaddikim, of righteous people. Matter of fact, her father, Basuel, was an extremely wicked person, and her brother Lavan was an extremely greedy and wicked person. So it's amazing. She grew up in a home full with bad midos, but in herself, and it shows this most amazing thing. It shows that, like, right, we don't have to have the best beginnings. It doesn't matter where we start. We really choose who we want to be. It doesn't matter. Even yesterday doesn't matter. Only today really truly matters, because today is every day we wake up and we determine who we want to be. Do we want to be a good person? And the Torah and the mitzvahs are the way that can teach us how to be good people. And that is the essence of all of it, is to become good, kind people and compassionate people. And it's interesting because her drawing water, and water represents the Mayim, represents the Torah, because the water gives life. It gives life and substance to the world, and that's what the Torah does. The deep spiritual root of the world is the Torah, and it gives life to everyone, and it gives sustenance to everyone, and it sustains everyone. And the Torah sustains us, and all this is sustained by kindness. And her drawing out this water shows that through her act of kindness. And this is a total stranger. I mean, think, how much do you care and do for total strangers? I mean, think of the amazing quality of Rivkah, of Rebecca, who does this. And she has incredible qualities, and it shows that it doesn't matter. We can have the most humble beginnings and we become the greatest of people. And the way to true greatness is kindness. So I want to say, so today's my birthday, and I'm 49, and 11 years ago, and coming up soon will be my anniversary to my wife, Bracha Chamuda. And when I was in Yerushalayim, when I was in Jerusalem 11 years ago, I was looking for the quality of what I wanted in a wife. I followed what I call the Rivkah test. I looked for a girl, a woman who had this quality of chesed, of kindness. And we went out on our first date at the Sheraton in Yerushalayim, and she poured water for me. And right then I knew that I had a very special wife. So I want to dedicate all this Torah, and all the Swinga Torah is really in the merit and the greatness of Bracha Chamuda, whose name means precious blessing. And she really is a precious blessing to me and my family. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we'll see you again on Swinga Torah. All the best. And let's make this world a kinder place. And let's see this world transform into a much, much better place. All right, thank you.